amazing. Every year, the standard gets higher and higher, and we actually received over 280 entries, but we have only been able to choose 117 of the work.
Now it's a tradition for me, which is lovely, so there's a sense of familiarity and tradition that I love. And I think it's an opportunity for us to showcase the college, but then also let the college showcase the talents of our community. So I think of it as a really nice integration of community and college together.
I have always loved primitive art and indigenous culture, so I've often explored anywhere from African wood carvings to Mesoamerican or Polynesian wood carvings, and a lot of the motifs that I use borrow from those cultures, but they're also fused with a little abstract form a little bit because I'm more of a modern sculptor.
It was kind of like learning color theory all over again, and which colors stand out, and highlights and shadows, and making formations out of colors that aren't expected. And so when I started with her hair, it's just like, I just started like, this is so fun, and just wanted to keep going and going and going.
This is my piece. I don't have a title for it yet, so I just did Untitled 2. It's really kind of the beginning of combining all the mediums I really like to do together into one. I see it as a starting point for the stuff I'm doing now. Just with the spray paint as kind of the base, and then I build it with oil and do line work on top of it. The style just really has taken off in the last couple months.
It's a quilt pattern that I painted. My grandmother's a quilter, and so I kind of use quilts as a way to explore kind of our heritage and the things that we're passing on to our children. I'm kind of in the throes of motherhood right now, obviously, and so I painted this when I was pregnant with this one and had difficult phases with my other kids, and just kind of thinking about, the bright things that kind of get us through, feeling heartened by, sweet and tender moments rather than getting discouraged by difficult crying spells and things like that.
I started art as a digital artist, but then got into traditional art. And so my digital art, the time I spent creating digital art, and I still create it, influenced my traditional art quite a bit. And I wanted to create a piece that recalled qualities of both of those art forms. So in the past I had created images digitally and printed them, but I wanted to try creating an image digitally, transferring it to paper. I use a projector to take an image I make in Maya, a 3D modeling program. I render an image in there, project it onto paper, trace it out, and then I used Frisket, which is a type of masking tape that I use to mask out the sharper shapes here and rendered around them.
All in Her Head is a really fun digital piece that I came up with, and it actually symbolizes the stigma with mental health. And so All in Her Head was inspired through ADHD, and having an exterior and having an invisible disability that you can't actually see, but the beauty of everybody being unique and different is what inspired this piece. Oftentimes people with ADHD are scattered, and so this piece is all in her head. It's all there, except it's just crossing signals, or it's a neurological thing. So,
President's Art Show in one word or phrase?
So to me, in one word, the President's Art Show represents community. Everyone here seemed to appreciate art, and I saw that lots of the artists were here as well. Yeah, community, just being a part of a passionate community.
Life's not about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself.
Joyful. How about that? I'd call it joyful.